Guys, welcome to Plus One EXP's live stream of Running Out of Time. In just a second, we'll let all of our different players and our GM introduce themselves, as well as plugging anything that they're doing, letting you know how you can find them, whether that's in the middle of the stream or just later on in life. But we want to thank you for being here for this. Running Out of Time is a cyberpunk RPG with a very minimalist system, and we actually have the creator here with us today, GMing. I'm incredibly excited about that, as well as getting to play on stream with some folks I have known for decades and other folks I am meeting today for the first time, at least remotely. We'll go around and, like I said, and just introduce ourselves, and we'll have Diogo introduce the game a little bit. But I also want each of you guys to tell me what part of your life right now is overwhelmingly and kind of uncomfortably like living in a dystopian cyberpunk future. So as we're going around, think about what part of your life is probably frighteningly and shockingly cyberpunk right now in a way you didn't expect it to be in 2020. The best year to ever asked that question. So let's just kind of, we'll kick over to Diogo first, and then we'll go around the screen after that. So Diogo, tell us a little bit about who you are, tell us a little bit about the game, and then what part of your life is surprisingly cyberpunk dystopian.
Hi, my name is Diogo Nogueira. I'm from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. I'm a game designer and graphic artist. I do illustration, layout work, and things like that. And I'm the creator of Running Out of Time, as well as the two other games that we are crowdfunding on Kickstarter right now, that The Dead Are Coming and Screams Amongst the Stars. And today we're here to play the Running Out of Time, which is like a cyberpunk, minimalistic, old school style role-playing game that time is literally money, and the characters of the game that are runners, they have very few days to live, and they are trying to get some work and do some heists and jobs to get more time and share their time with the people they care about. And I think that the part of that's my life that currently is really like dystopian is, at least here in Brazil, how we're losing a lot of our workers' rights, and we're doing everything online and talk. We can't see the people we love because we're like inside all the time and just using videos, and every day I feel a little bit more distant from the people I want to be with.
Diogo, thank you so much. We're so excited to play with you. I also dropped the link for the Kickstarter in the chat, so if you're watching along, also let us know what part of your life is uncomfortably cyberpunk right now, because I think starting off on a downer is the best way to start any kind of live stream. So with that said, let's kick it up to our Alex Murray to introduce himself next.
Yeah, what's up? I'm our Alex Murray. What are we talking about?
Who you are? Where can they find you?
Oh, who I am for real.
For real life.
Not in the actual cyberpunk, in the real cyberpunk dystopia that we're in. I'm our Alex Murray, cosmic traveler and seeker of truths. I have like 7 podcasts. I am the founder of the Missing Sock Podcast Network. You can find us on there. I'm also an actor and a comedian. And I guess right now it's the money situation. I tried to pay someone with cash earlier today, and they looked at me like I was trying to hand them like a dead thing. They with 2 fingers accepted my $20 bill and were like, "All right, let me put this in a cash drawer." So yeah, just moving to like a totally digital cash drawer, which was empty. He was like,
"Oh no."
Fine, park your car.
Awesome. Let's kick it over to AJ.
Hi, my name is AJ, pronouns he, she, they. I am a cast member of Christmas Tide, Ohio, which is an anthology Kids on Bikes podcast, where we play kids from 1st grade to 12th grade. So that's exciting. I'm also a member of the Connecticut Gay Men's Chorus. And And I guess the most dystopian thing that's happening in my life right now is that I did a TikTok where there's a filter, and that filter's just like, if this gets you right, the FBI is watching you. And it got disturbingly close to me. So I'm scared of my phone.
That's awesome. Let's kick it diagonally across over to Kelsey.
Hello, I'm Kelsey. I am a writer and I'm also DM on a D&D podcast called An Infinity of Wishes. We are a group of women and non-binary creators, which is pretty cool. And we just finished our Tooth Fairy arc, which it was pretty great. So if you like horror, you should check that out wherever you get your podcasts. And for me, I think the most dystopian is like using my VR headset to work out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then kicking it over to JM on the far side.
Hi there. I am JM Specht. I do a podcast for work, devolverdigital.forkcast.com, or you can, I look out of my window and I see all the lights and they're beautiful, and yet like what I'm looking at is aesthetically pleasing, and yet I'm aware that it's built on exploitation. And I mean, I gotta say a lot of my answers were already taken. The way currency works now, the fact that that I haven't seen another human being besides my partner, like directly, that I like know, like in forever, like it's all video calls. But yeah, I'd have to say Amazon. Yeah, like a nightmare, extrajudicial, tax not paying nation unto itself, Lex Luthor led fucking nightmare of a company. Like, and you know, it's like that thing where you're like, oh wow, they achieved it through superior technology, and it's like, no, they just don't let people take bathroom breaks.
That's right.
Like that's their fucking innovation. They had investors to undercut the competition.
That's right.
So yeah.
And Jamie, you live in and near Seattle, which is where pretty much every cyberpunk RPG is initially set. Also too, and the best part about that, Amazon is actually buying city blocks of Seattle 3 or 4 at a time and converting them into Amazon massive planned little mini cities. They are gorgeous and it's terrifying. So
not in New York, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, Alexandria, Seth. Off.
My name is Tony Vicinda. I am chief alchemist over at Plus One, where we have this bizarre brand that basically multi-classed in alchemy, game design, and Bardic College of Content Creation. So if you can check this out at Plus One Exp on pretty much anything. If you're looking for a stocking stuffer or ending up No Shave November and want to grab some beard balm that's inspired by the different stats and traditional role-playing games, you can check that out, and we'll have other non-beard related products coming in the new year also too. But we funnel all that money back into independent tabletop content creation, which is why we love having guys like Diego and other creators, and love to have creators from different cultures, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different genders across the board. We would love to have you if you are a content creator and you've got a game that you're looking to get out there. We'd love to play it with you and some other fun people online sometimes. So just drop us a line and let us know. But with that said, we're going to go around maybe and introduce our characters or do whatever Diego tells us to do. Now, Diego, do you want to hear a little bit more about our characters and who they are?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to suggest that, just to get to know who everyone will be playing and their characters.
Sweet. Well, other than me, we're just going to reverse it and go backwards. So, JM, tell us a little bit about your character.
You're muted, I think.
That's what I said. Hi. I will be playing Fyodor Nine Fingers Kikuchio of Crimson Permanent Assurances. I am a corporate representative, and yeah, doing well in life, I guess, relatively speaking.
Awesome. Diego, any other questions for JM about his character?
Yeah, well, the idea of the game that like the background is something that you use it to do or still doing, but you're like kind of getting out of the system because you wanna either change something or your life got complicated and you had to get out. So characters are runners. They're like outsiders, and they're working against the system. That's the idea. So even you can be like a corporate, but maybe you're like trying to sabotage something from inside. I don't know, or using this position to further uh, some other cause, some more revolutionary or trivial
Yeah,
cause. Yeah,
I would say it would be more revolutionary. He might be interested in supporting a gambling habit, which may be why he only has 4 days left. Um, but then beyond that, I suppose there's maybe a desire to disrupt the. Let's go with what I was saying earlier. He wants to exploit the exploitative processes of the corporate machine. Though being such a tiny person, it's quite seems quite impossible. But he'll do whatever he can.
Awesome. So let's switch over to Kelsey. Kelsey, tell us about your runner and also why they want to get out of the system.
Okay, my runner is Kira Lynch, and with the personality trait wishful, she is a wishful salesperson with sharp nails. And I imagine her in the equivalent of a cyberpunk pantsuit, which is probably just a pantsuit with like neon stripes or something. I don't know.
Spikes.
Yeah, probably like a more sci-fi version of the door-to-door saleswoman, but it's just like, have you ever like asked for a game console for Christmas, but grandma goes to the bargain store and gets the off-brand one for like $10? That's what I imagine
A
her
Nintendo.
box of merchandise is. And maybe she uses this to sneak in information because nobody wants those things. I see those as a vehicle. Because she's so wishful, I feel like in certain ways she's very much into like escapist fantasy and finally got fed up and just doesn't want to have to keep retreating into that all the time.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. All right, AJ, tell us about your runner and why they want to get out.
All right, so I am Ria Ogura. Her pronouns are she, her. She's 34 years old, and she is a malicious professional gamer. She's a famous gamer, and my
Yes.
favorite game, I love playing Alpha Bash Brawler's Adventure. Play ABBA all the time. Definitely, my main is Lou Waters. They're a good fighter.
Awesome.
And I want to get out of the system because I have definitely made some enemies in the gaming community, especially when in my streams on Tweak. I someone had it out so bad for me because I'm so good at gaming that they did try to set my apartment on fire. I got out with my life, but I did have a burn mark on my left hand because the fucker hot ironed the doorknob. So I guess I want to get out of the system because it's made me who I am, a malicious being, and I would rather just be out of it living life.
Awesome. All right, Alex, tell us about your runner and why they want to get out.
Yeah, so I'm playing Carlo Caputo. I was a professional a law enforcement officer up until about 2 weeks ago. He saw just an absolute busted arrest, totally messed up. Some fellow officers were just absolutely pounding on this guy just because like he was like looked different and like was from a bad part of the neighborhood, and they were just having fun messing him up. Carlo went to his superior officer, and the superior officer told him to just ignore it. And he took a moment and was like, nah, I don't think you guys are like upholding, like the law. And the thing about Carlo is he grew up obsessed. Drop my stupid accent for a second. But I love the idea of somebody in this cyberpunk future like being obsessed with like sword and sorcery fantasy. So he's obsessed with like the white knight heroic ideal of that, and he was just like, so he's just decided, nah, I'm out. And to that end, he does have a big giant neon dragon tattoo on his chest.
Yeah.
Just because like he just got it because like he looks like just so sweet, man. And it glows in the dark as neon. But I do still have my shiny badge and pretty sweet gun. So I'm out here on the streets with 5 days. Got to figure it out.
Uh,
Very impressionable. Very excited.
that's awesome. I am playing Hide the Push Drox. And so I am a pharmacist who washed out of med school and spends my days basically promoting a corporate line of better living through medication. So I visit different people's homes. I have a set of clients that I travel around, and I basically help them diagnose, well, whatever's wrong that day, and then figure out how to chemically balance that out. In order to make a little bit of extra cash recently, I allowed the pharmaceutical company to do a little bit of extra experimentation on me on a pigmentation enhancing pill. And so now I have this ashy gray skin and I'm a little bit upset about it. And a little bit upset that basically my own product has come back to mar what I think of as one of the most important aspects of who I am, which is my good looks. Yeah, that's the push.
Okay. So as I said it, you guys are like runners. We're trying to get more time doing jobs and accepting some tasks. And since this is kind of one shot, I'm gonna try to like weave these backgrounds together and for to get going with the game. So I would say that since Tony is the character, his character Hyde is a pharmacist that worked for some corporations, had some contact with Fyodor, the corporate rep, and you heard some news about a shipment of some very valuable uh, chemicals from a rival company called AlphaMed that's was going to is going to be sent to a really upscale district in the mega city, and you figure out that if you guys could if your crew could get a hold of this shipment, these chemicals, and you know there's a buyer that has contacted Hyde to convince them to hijack this shipment and sell to them uh, for the reward of the full year of time that you could split between all of you, and contacts linked you to Carlo Caputo, who is like a ex-police officer that could provide some muscle for the operation, and also Kelsey's character, like Kyron Lynch, which was a salesperson, has some ways of talking to people, so it would be easier to infiltrate in the place where the shipment will be there, and the Ryan Orgara, the AJ's professional gamer, uh, since he messed up with computers and games and was always online, has some knowledge about checking out the networks to see where the shipment would be located or something like that. So this contact like united your crew and set you up with a mission that this shipment of chemicals from AlphaMed is being transported to upscale districts in the mega city through in a train in the Medza station. So they are not really sure which train and when it's departing. They know it's tonight, and they reunited you and let you plan out. They can arrange you like a safe transportation to this meta station, which is a station in the upper levels of the mega city, which usually off reach of more less affluent people in the world, because everything is segmented, with upper classes in the upper levels of the city and the streets, and if you have to move between districts, you are charged with time. So some parts of the mega city are basically out of reach for many people that can't afford these time taxes. So, you guys are you folks are gathered in kind of the old industrial part of this District 61. It's like abandoned factory, and it's all of grated metal. You're like in a office that's almost all has like a rust in the door, and this smell of smoke and oil, old oil on the floor. And the contact you have, it's called Suraya Altanar, and she's like a really tall woman with like a cybernetic eye and wearing like a cheap like suit with some electronics in her arm, and she's really tall and large, and she gathers you and says, "Okay, uh, I gathered all of you here because I know of your particular skills, and I think you all could do this job really well. We have a tunnel and a transportation that can get you to the underground of the metro station, and that could leave at any moment as you are ready. The shipment's leaving tonight. We don't know which train, but I'm sure with your skills you can find it out as you get there and access the systems. And then, does any of you have any questions or has any requests for this job?
Do we have any intel about what kind of enemies we're going to be facing as we get there?
We're not sure. I'm sure there will be some corporate security on the train, but it's not really heavy security because it's being transported on the down low. They don't want to call attention to it because it's like an experimental product. So they're hiding it in a like a high scale train that will be transporting people to this sector in the city that's really for upper class, and there's hotels and pleasure spas and
So the chemicals are on a passenger train?
yes, that's the
Changes
info we
things.
got just to
Is this
not
the,
draw attention to it. Yes.
Is this the first time that like these 5 people have been together? Like Sue got us together just for this job, like we're
Well,
meeting right now.
that's up to you. I said I thought about that Tony, the Hyde and Fyodor had some contact, but you could determine that you had worked together before, or at least some of you know each other for some
Alex,
previous job. Or
do you have an idea, Alex?
I mean, I just like I think Carlos freaking out a little bit because he like loves Tweak and watching games on Tweak, and it's just like I cannot believe that he's in the same room with Bryce. Like this is crazy. And like yeah, so he's like a little keyed up and like excited, but yeah, I think I imagine other than that, I'm just like I got a job.
Alex, I love the idea if potentially is it Carlos? Is that your character? What's your character's name?
Yeah, Carlo.
Yeah. That I potentially recently had Carlo as muscle. Like I've always got somebody who goes with me on my runs.
Yeah, sure.
And so like yeah, maybe we know each other from that. Fyodor and I have met through some other stuff. Kelsey, do you have an idea for how you might have been connected with somebody before this point, or do you want to be a total unknown?
I'll play the mystery card. That works.
All right.
I imagine that I've had at least some contact with every single one of you over like forums or comment channels.
You might not even know who I am.
Oh yeah, no, I know your username.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh, CC Money $69 sign. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Awesome. Once we've secured the chemicals, what are we supposed to? Do you want us to? How are we supposed to hijack them? How are we supposed to remove them? Are they going to be a large amount that we have to like decouple the train and mag lift it off, or is it something we're going to be able to carry away?
Yeah, there will be a safe transport guaranteed to you at the destination station, and if you can, Soraya hands you like a beacon. If you activate this beacon, our co-conspirators will sense it where it is and come get to it off of you and transport you to safety.
Sweet. But like the shipment size wise, are we talking like
The
big
information we
barrels of
have,
Axis chemicals that will make you the
it's
Joker,
not
or
that
like
big. It's like the size of like a large baggage, you know.
Okay.
cool,
Big duffel bag size.
nice?
Yes.
How will we know it when we see it? I mean, we're looking on a passenger train full of people. Lots of people are going to have baggage. Lots of people are going to look like corporate security. If the corporate security is any good, they'll look like ordinary people.
Well, the information we have, it can't be carried in like in a duffel bag. It's on the on crates that are refrigerated and stored away from the people. You know, it's like in a enclosed
Like a secure compartment on the train.
yeah, yes,
Like a cargo bay?
almost like in a cargo bay, a cargo car from the train.
Cool.
That's disguised as a passenger one, and it will probably be off limits from the people. And as the if your information are correct, it will be protected by security measures too. So
No, I mean, I think I don't think that should be a problem to get it out. So, I mean, if you've got the transponder, I think we should be able to handle it.
Yeah, all we got to do is get a hold
That's
of it
what
and
we
like
hope,
ride the
yes.
train, right? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
once we get there, call
Shouldn't
for
be
that
an
ride.
issue.
Yeah, no problem. Let's do it.
okay, as if you're ready, I can call for a transporter and get you to the station. And once there, you have to find out which train it is, and after that, where in the train's located to secure it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Are you ready to go, everyone? Or does anyone want to get anything else? Any gear you want to secure?
I think I've got everything I need.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get there and figure out which train it's on once we're there, right?
Yes.
Like once we're at the station, the first station. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So Soraya asks her for you to follow her, and you go down the stairs from the metal crates and metal grated stairs, and go all down the underground until like in the probably old subway tunnels from a long time ago. And there's like this kind of old train rails, and there's this really old car, like train cart, that with this guy that's like a compact guy with a beard and some neon glasses there waiting, and he just looks at you and just raises the head and wants you to get inside the train cart.
Buddy, you gotta move. We got a train coming.
No,
A ride
they're
is
taking
coming
you
through.
to
You gotta
the
get out
to
of
the
here, pal.
train.
What?
They're taking Soraya
This?
Station East. Yeah.
You?
She's taking you to the train station.
No, this is in character. I was telling him to move. because our
He does-
actual transport is due to arrive, and this guy's
Yeah,
on
like-
the track.
he doesn't.
we got a
he doesn't
nice
say
ride.
anything, but Soraya says he's the guy who's taking you there.
Oh, riding in luxury. Nice.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't have even the ceiling. It's like just like almost like a convertible train.
Some people pay more for that, and so
They
You
could
pay for the
me
whole.
for it.
You pay for the whole train, but you only need the edge.
Speaking of, there's no floor. You got to stand on the axle.
you also have to run to make the axle move. Like it's a
The Flintstones train.
Flintstones
Yeah, it's
train.
like
Nice.
Awesome.
5-star bar car though.
Yabba dabba choo choo.
The the bar car is just a flask that the conductor passes around.
But it's good stuff.
The good stuff.
Yeah, okay. The guy just turned around some levers and buttons, and the thing started to make really weird noise and start moving slowly and get more speed. And it doesn't take really a long time before you get there, and just, like holding for your lives on some turns and things like that. And you get to a place that like there's huge stairs upstairs, and he just points it out and points to the up, and he doesn't say anything. And you're probably arriving at your destination, or he just asking for you to leave.
Fair.
All right. So the only currency in this is time.
Yes.
All right, I'll give him a 10-minute tip, I guess.
Okay.
Rude not to tip the driver.
Standard is 20 minutes. Yeah.
Well, standard is a fucking roof. So
I take the like pocket ID that has my company's pharmaceutical logo on it, and I stick it inside my shirt pocket, just so that that I don't stand out, and then make my way out the train.
Okay. You get out of the train and start climbing the stairs, and after a while, these really old stairs get you see like a grated door it's locked, like it's closed, and you see out the outside like really bright lights, like neon lights, and people well dressed and just rocking around and climbing like some marble stairs to like a really big train station, like the Grand Central from like NYC or something, but really bright lights and neon signs saying living to this district or that district, and holograms showing like sights from different parts of the mega city, like great buildings and propaganda and advertisements, and it's a lot of people talking and music echoing.
Okay, so we got to figure out which train that we're trying to get on, right?
Yeah.
Or we're behind a locked door still?
Yes.
Okay.
it's locked.
Yes.
Yeah. Has anybody got like a key? Does Sue give anybody like a key? Just rattling the door.
Is there
Let
perhaps
me in.
is there perhaps a key padlock on it?
Yes.
Can I try and hack it?
Sure. Well,
Oh my god, she's
you're
gonna
pretty,
do it. Oh
pretty
my
good
god.
at that, and it isn't really high security. It's like something old that has been locked and forgotten for a while, and you just mess around with it a little bit, and Bria just get it open fairly quickly, but it's really rust, and just as you open, make that noise like, and some people just walking around and looking at you like, where are these people? Like, where are these people coming from? Like this old tunnel that people had never thought about.
I just sort of flash my badge. I like sort of step up and I flash my badge and just sort of like wave at these people.
People
Like
just-
everything's it's
oh,
fine.
okay.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I give him a death
Fix it.
glare.
Fix you some pipes.
And people
Oh.
like getting
No, no.
like avoiding you with the badge and people just stepping away and such. Okay. And you see like lots of people walking around these panels with listings of trains going to very different destinations.
So we know that ours is a train that's arriving today.
It's leaving today, yes.
Oh, it's leaving from
tonight.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do we know where it's going?
Yes, it's District Alpha 2.
That's right.
And there's numerous District Alpha 2 trains departing, and we're trying to figure out which one.
Yes.
All right. Are tickets sold by a human or a kiosk?
Yeah, kiosk.
A kiosk?
That looks like a human.
The answer is yes.
It's comforting.
It's
Yeah.
it's
It's
it's it's like the sandwich board of the future. It's somebody wearing a kiosk outfit and they walk. They know nothing.
Yeah,
Um,
there's many like spread around and some like robots and androids with the apparel from the station selling the tickets too.
How many trains are headed to District A2 today? Can we tell that from Signs and Things? Like, are we dealing with like
Yes.
potentially
Yeah.
4 or what?
Five.
Okay.
Okay.
Could I, and this is, I'm trying to like sort out mechanics still. I don't know if like police background might be able to, could I maybe like try to inspect to see if I can like notice heightened security around any of these trains?
So one of the things I love about this system and some other OSR systems is kind of the OSR principles that it engages, which means that like creative player choices are always going to trump sheer mechanics. So not to step in, but if you have something you want to try in OSR systems, like it's worth doing it and trying to make as many small choices as you can to
Sure.
get to that, rather than to try to roll dice, which usually you don't want to do unless you have to.
Sure. Cool. Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, I've
Yeah,
worked,
you wanna
I've worked
check out
security
to
on trains
see-
before,
yeah.
and like I can usually tell, you know, if like this, you know, I can take a look to see if I see anybody, you know.
Okay. Well, you notice there is like one train that seems to have less tickets available for purchase. So there's like less passenger seats, and as the corporate guy that, as Soraya said to you, they would be some cards that are closed, disguised as a passenger card, but it's where the shipment would be hidden. And you realize that this near these trains, like the place where the people are waiting for the train to arrive, there seems to be more people that for you look like involved in some kind of like disguised security guards or something for the corporations. But make a we'll say for just to avoid like they don't realize we're like paying that much attention to them, like a wisdom save.
Okay, so my wisdom's 10, so I want to beat that to, right?
Yeah, actually, we're equal to or lower than.
I want to be lower than a 10.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 13, so Carlos dumbasses, I guess. I don't know. I walk up to go like, "Hey, what's up, man? You guys like private security for this train or what? What's going on?"
No, not exactly that, but they see you like checking them out, and you realize some of them see you too. Like they notice you're like checking them now too. You know.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna walk up to them. Guys, I know that I'm supposed to be on a a train today. I just, for the life of me, can't remember whether it was the 512, the 630, or one of the ones that came after that. I'm supposed to check the package, and I'm just gonna like flash the bottom of my pharmacist badge real quick, and then stick it back in my pocket. So it's like top of the hand covering the company, pharmacist on the bottom, stick it back down. Do you guys remember which train it was?
You're asking for the guys they think they're like corporate security.
Yeah.
They look up and down to you and say, "You're supposed to check what?"
The pack. Oh, are you guys not? Okay, never mind. That's if it's not you guys, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
And they look at each other like this man and this woman like wearing one of them's wearing like shaded glasses, and they just like shrug like that. And this train like you realize they're probably at the time is departing in around 30 minutes or so.
The next
People
train
are
is departing in
already,
30 minutes.
Parking and putting their bags inside the train. It's like the train is, it's almost like a articulated like giant snake almost. They don't have like really separated cards, but it's all articulated like a one single giant card, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I mean, what do you think, Push? I mean, this is a train, right? Like, this is it.
This is a train. You are correct.
Nah, but this is the one with security. Like, this is something's going on. This is the one. Should we just get on?
Well, I mean, people ship things all the time. We could get on, but the problem is if it's not this train, that's gonna be.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right.
Are all 5 trains here right now?
No, there is 2 departing basically around now. This and another one, and 2 more in like 2 hours or so, and one later at night, like almost leaving at midnight.
All right.
Based
The 2
on
that are here,
Go ahead.
they're the same length.
Yeah, around the same length. Yes, the one in the midnight is like it's like shorter.
Okay. But you said that the storage container, I may have misunderstood. They're pretending that it's passenger space, but it's actually been modified to storage space.
Yes.
Do any of these trains look like they've had any kind of recent work?
I mean, not from the outside. They all look pretty new.
Okay.
Since the Mezza station's like a train station for more upper class people, it's all being modernized recently, and it's all like chrome trains and some of the really neon lights and really stylized for like going to this district alpha. It's like entertainment district with restaurants and casinos and pleasure dens and things like that. So
Okay, so we do have this one train that we think has some like corporate security who have I have given us away. They've seen us checking them out. Tony tried to Push tried to say something, and I think the other one, JM, was that like the other big indicator for that specific train was that Jogo said we noticed that it's almost sold out, like already, like quickly it had sold out because we assume that's because there's less
for
space.
its size, it had less. It says it comports less passengers than it should. You know.
Okay.
All right, so I think we have our train.
Yeah, this is it.
If this isn't the train, we can just come back and get on the next train because it's not for another 2 hours.
That's true. Go to the next stop, come back.
Oops.
Just hack it. So
Just fire up the beacon. Yeah, we need to go back to the train station.
this
Yeah, take us to the save point, please. We'd like to go back to the save point. Thanks.
I'll just hack the train car and go back to the checkpoint.
Yeah.
how many
That's
times
not
can we boop this
suspicious.
thing? And so um
Okay, as you folks are like discussing this and start calling, okay, passenger for the train, destination District Alpha 2, Silver Stallion, it's departing in 15 minutes. Please get your seats.
Well, might as well buy some tickets.
Do I see anyone suspicious boarding this train that we're looking at?
Well, there is the folks that
Yeah, there were the
Uh,
security
Carlo-
guards.
yeah, the corporate security like in disguise. But beyond that, you since you're like a professional gamer that won awards and such, you're you were in like some parties with like some more famous people, and you realize there is like some other famous gamers and people from streams embarking on the train too, and
Oh my God, Carlo's losing his mind. This is the best day ever.
and they're going to like have a party on the train.
Awesome.
So there's like a lot of people. There's people like wearing game merchandising stuff, and some people with like really well made cosplays for some kind of party that will happen in the train, and carrying like equipment there and electronics
Alright.
and games and such.
Guys, I think this might be our train.
Yeah. Let's.
I mean, it looks like a fun train.
It sure does look like a fun train, but I think it does have the thing that we're looking for right now.
If it's
Pardon?
not our train, it is the reddest herring that's ever been.
Yeah, they're carrying like equipment, like even some vintage arcades from the past that they had restored, like Turtles in Time and stuff like that.
Solid pull, Turtles in Time.
Nice.
So we'll how much are tickets?
Yeah, we got like a per diem or what's up? Are we spending our own
Yeah.
money?
A literal per diem?
Yeah, very literal per
Oh
diem.
no.
Roll for
Yeah,
roll
Just
for
a
DM.
just a diem, not a per diem.
each ticket's like 5 days.
Oh shit! I can't buy a ticket or I'll fucking die. That's where I'm at.
I can buy exactly one ticket.
Bring my corpse to the train.
Load me on.
Okay.
Sorry, AJ, what's your character's name?
Ria?
Bria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bria, did you or well, AJ, did Bria mention to us like awareness, like you recognize these gamers and that there's like a bunch of people that you know having a party on the train?
Good question. DM, do I see anyone I recognize?
Yes.
Can you talk us into that party?
Can we?
I
Are
can
we your
probably-
entourage now? Yeah.
Well, I'm his attorney, but
I'm his I'm bodyguard here.
boom.
Yeah, just
And
sweet
entourage.
talk us like a month of time. It's fine.
Bria, she already actually has like she just doesn't know it. She has passes to this train and this party already.
Oh my
but
god!
just
I forgot
but
I
just
had
didn't
these.
check
Oh my!
didn't check the
I
evite.
applied to this party like 6 months ago. Oh my my bad, guys. Oh, I'll go sweet talk our way in. Don't worry about it. So I walk up. And I walk up to Virex. We typically play the same game. We're sort of like acquaintance friends, like in the competitive league. So I walk up to him like, "Hey, Byrex, how are you doing?"
Oh, wow, Bria! Long time no see. You've been out of the streams. What have
Yeah.
you been doing?
I've had to take a bit of a mental health week, just get myself together. Uh, where is this train going? What? It seems like a party.
Yes, we're going to District Alpha 2. There will be like a small tournament from VIP gamers. And have you to be invited? I thought it would be invited.
Oh my god! You know what? I remember seeing an invite from this like 6 months ago, and I declined it just because I thought I wouldn't have time. But since I'm here now, do you think I can get on with you guys and my team, of course?
Just casually in the train station.
And you pointed to your team too, and you're like, "Wow, yeah, sure, I can hook you up." Yes.
Oh my
And
goodness! Thank you so much.
she calls like someone from her team, and then there's like shit chatting something, and asks you for you to get ticket for them, and they go to the station, and like a few minutes afterward, they come back with some like small like coin-sized tokens for you to insert on the train entrance there, like the gates.
Oh my god! Thank you so much. I had no idea what I was going to be doing today, but now I'm so happy to be around my community. Thank you so much.
Sure, yeah, we have to play together. Just come, and
Absolutely.
she grabs you and try to get inside the train.
And I motion my other people to come with me.
We will all get on the train.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you
We
guys see
follow along.
Byrex's Nuzlocke run of Turtles in Time back in the day? It was unbelievable. I cannot believe we're here.
Okay,
At that point, I
As you-
kind of motioned to Carlo to like calm it.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm fucking cool. I'm cool.
uh, you you guys can make like a will save, especially Carla, because you notice the corporate security guys just noticing you.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
I rolled a 6 out of 14.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 out of 11.
I rolled a 13 again. Damn.
As you're getting inside, and Bria is being taken to this gamers party, and as you like try to follow her, you see those folks you think of like a corporate security guards are like following you, and inside the trains like there's few seats available. It's all being like dismantled to having this party, and there's like really lights and monitors showing like very different video games and people playing on consoles and computers, and even some like VR goggles just walking around, and really loud music, and it's really hard to keep focused because it's a lot of light, and your eyes start to like to hurt a little bit before you like get used to it. But you realize they're like following you from behind. They're really getting closer, and you get to a point in the train that's there's like they're having this party and playing, but you see like beyond this point there is like a door, like a black glass, like separating this part of the train to like another part.
And is that the corporate looking security guys? Are they in the party still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I'll
would like to. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was just going to say that I'm going to go over to where Bria and Byrex are playing and inform them that they can't actually be playing together because they haven't signed an NDA agreement and a 421c tax form, streaming tax form. So I'm going to have to actually stop them from playing together, even casually. And I'm sorry, Bria, I know, but you know, I've got to look out for your best interests. I'm here to protect you and take care of you. And Virex, you're absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much for being a wonderful part of the community and supporting Bria and everything that they do. But we really would like to do this, but you need to go through the proper channels. Thank you so very much, though, so that Bria can get away from.
You know what? I did forget about that one. You know, that's why I have you on my legal team. Thank you. Byrex, I'm sorry.
Byrex
maybe
just
another
with
time
the,
when we go
like
through
a
the
mouth
right
open,
channels.
like what's happening, and just
Parks is like, I need me one of those legal people.
yeah. And she just turns on a. You gotta hire me. That lawyer there.
I'll have my people talk to your people.
Thank you.
After they sign the appropriate forms.
She's like,
Exactly.
man, I gotta get some people.
I'm gonna take some drinks over to the corporate security guys, and just I'm really sorry, guys. Obviously, earlier totally got off on the wrong foot. Obviously, this was the right train, and I just like these are for you guys. Just with my apologies.
They look to you and get the drink and hey, thank you. And just they sip it.
It's great.
But put on like on a side table over there. But they don't leave like this general area around this like this dark glass wall that separates the rest of the train from like a
Subtle. Okay.
I'm gonna wait
you,
3 minutes.
that-
I'm gonna
that
wait 3
sometimes
minutes and then
this-
come back
this-
around with more
this-
drinks.
This blocked area, it's usually like for VIP people, like maybe like a convention or like business meetings and things like that. That sometimes they separate from the rest of the train, you know.
Is there a door in it?
Yes.
Or is it just
Like
okay?
like an outline of a door, you know.
Yeah.
For people probably with the usually works for you pass like your badge or like your ticket, like special something. There's like some reading, like QR codes to pass to the other side, and it opens.
We see anybody
But
go
it's-
in or out of it?
No, you saw some people getting in from the outside from the other doors on the train, but from this side to this one through the dark glass door, haven't seen anyone go through there yet.
Can I see if it's locked?
Well, it's closed and it only opens with like a reading, like
okay.
a QR code or something.
I'm just gonna keep on bringing the guys drinks, like
Are they
every,
drinking 'em?
and not even at a reasonable interval, like every 2 minutes. Like I'm basically circuiting the room, getting new drinks, bringing them back over to these guys, because and every single time I'll make a comment like, oh, like I saw you didn't drink the last one, like it must not have been what you wanted. Here you go.
Oh my god.
And then
Kira,
just drinking, and they're just saying, "Oh, that's okay. I don't need another one." Thank
What I mean, what like you guys? Tell you what, you guys tell me what you want. I'll get that. Then we can be done with this. Like, what do you want to drink?
They look to each other and just I don't know. It's been a long time since I drank like a pina colada. Yeah. Oh no, I like more the maybe a Blood Mary or something. And they started asking you for specific drinks, and
I've got a drink that's actually kind of a perfect mix between a Bloody Mary and a Pina Colada. It's called Blood on the Beach. I don't know if you guys have ever had it before, but people rave about it.
no.
If you haven't had a chicken wing and a piece of bacon shoved into a pineapple and coconut and then blended up and served inside of a brandy snifter, then you haven't lived. I'll get you guys one of those. But here's the deal. Here's what you got to do. You got to drink the whole thing or you're going to have to pay me back. And they're like, they cost like almost a day. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get them for you. I'll front you. It's a great drink. I'll mix them myself, but you got to drink them if I'm going to get them for you this time. I can't just keep wasting them. You know, I want to take care of you. Does that sound good?
That sounds kind of disgusting, actually.
Oh, you know what? Like everybody says that up front, but it's this weird blend of protein and kind of the early morning vibes of a Bloody Mary with like the mid afternoon like beach feel of a pina colada that just like brightens up your whole day.
And the one of the guy just like elbows the woman there saying, "Well, it's for free. I mean, who cares, right?" And she goes, "Yeah, okay, bring us some."
All right, cool. So I'm gonna go over. I'm just gonna get tequila sunrises. It doesn't really matter, but they look like a mix of a pina colada and a Bloody Mary, and that's what's important. And then as I'm making a circuit, and there are these consoles in the middle of the room, right? They've set up.
Yes.
So I'm gonna circuit
All
around.
the time, like in the middle and on the wall.
That's great. As soon as I'm out of their sight, I'm gonna spike both of those drinks to knock these guys out.
Like with.
I have a med kit and I am a pharmacist. In my mind, my med kit is really just a lot of drugs or potentially GM allowing, and I'll spend more time on it historically if I needed to retroactively. Basically a chemical synthesizing kit that doses out pills based on whatever my client's needs are.
It's a good med kit.
Okay. Yeah.
Zero will actually stand between him and the guards, pitching her console TM, and the con part of it is just capitalized. It's not subtle at all, but trying to pitch a partnership between the company and the streamers. Try to give some extra cover.
I want to be standing next to Tira for that.
Okay. Yeah, you get some people interested.
Like
yeah.
endorsing
Yes,
it.
please.
Bria plays on these all the time.
Okay, yeah, you can,
Bria,
you can
no
have
B.
some of these drugs on your like your med kit to like those people off, but you have like marking a point of durability if
Yeah.
you need. So
Got it.
usually items in the game usually have like a durability of 3. So like you use it about 32% of the drugs you have on your med kit. So
Sweet.
you probably would be able to do it 2 more times before you have to replenish it.
All right, sweet. I've got that marked. And so I come back around and I give them these tequila sodas. It's really funny. A lot of people just think they taste like citrus and grenadine. You guys be the judge. I don't want to tell you what they taste like, but give them a try.
Yeah, and this is all like as you're talking, you're actually really screaming because of the sound and stuff. Oh, this tastes like this, and just they look at each other and just like shrug and drink it, and one of them seems to like it, and the other says, "This kind of." And they just drink it. It's
You made the
free."
deal. Come on, you made the deal.
Oh, it tastes like tranquilizers. Weird.
Okay, they drink it there, and it takes a while for it to make some effect. But you see, like they're getting like a groggy.
Oh, you guys okay?
And one of them just sits in one of the consoles, and while someone is playing and say, "Hey, step out of it," he just falls to the ground there, and the other one seeing that's happening, they look to you, like offering drinking.
Are they allergic to anything?
Probably should have figured out that door
You
first.
drug us.
What?
And he starts grabbing his gun, but he just falling to the ground and trying to keep awake.
And I'm just
falls to the ground.
I'm just gonna gently push him, / not gently push him to the ground.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kind of pull him over and say, "Oh, these guys just fell over. They need some air." Carlo, can you help me here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I'm gonna like pick up the one that was like extra, like the first guy that went down. I pick him up, and as I'm like ushering him towards push, I want to like pat him down. I'm looking for a key card to steal. I'm trying to like take a key card off this nerd.
Yeah, they have like a small card with the holographic QR code or something that.
Yeah, like hey, are you okay, buddy? Are you okay, buddy? You okay, buddy? Pocket, and then um, yeah, I guess are there windows on this articulated snake train?
Yeah, not on this part of the train because it's has been all been closed down for the consoles and monitors
For the
on the
rave, yeah,
walls and stuff. But uh,
Can't have that pesky light.
yeah. How
No.
raves are famous for being well ventilated.
Yeah.
And chilling.
All the
but
best
back
ones
if you
are.
go all the way back to the parts of the train that has more people, like
All right.
there's like a cabins for people to sleep all the way
I-
back there, and probably there is some.
As we're like ushering sort of these guys back to like, oh come on guys, we're gonna take you back. We're gonna get you some air. Everything's gonna be all right, guys. You're working real hard. I want to see if I can I like take the card and pass it off to, I don't know, whichever one of the other three of y'all. Or it's just sort
I'll
of
be
hold it
I'll be
towards the. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure.
If they're pitching really hard, if I can like give like this move, the like.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you moving towards that door?
Sure. Yeah.
No, I mean I was asking Alex if.
So like if they fell, right? They fell, we rushed over to them and they were like behind you. They were in between y'all and the door, right? So we're
Yeah.
helping them up and sort of as we go past y'all, I've gotten the thing off and I'm like
So you're taking them away from the door.
yeah, we're taking them towards the other side of the party, which is where I guess the like passenger
Yeah.
cards are.
The
We're
chair,
taking them-
the seats. We're gonna just drop them in some chairs.
yeah, for sure.
I think
Then
I go
I-
to help you with that.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the door. What? Everyone else is busy.
Oh boy, splitting the party. Here we go.
I'll go to the door and I will put on my boardist board face and open the door.
That
Using
sounds
the
like
card that he slip it to.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
beat?
you just pass it to the sensor there, and like seamless, the door just like slides off, and you see like a really dark part of the train, and you don't see much. The light from the top just illuminates this really clean space, like a white floor, and the walls. You don't see many things there. But you see some small lights from the inside, like really blinking lights.
Is there like an end table before I go through the door? Is there like an end table near it, like where somebody's setting down drinks and stuff like that?
Yes, on the outside, like the
I'll
glass
set,
door,
I'll set the card on that so I can be followed.
that seems like an absolutely great place to go ahead and we're gonna take a 5-minute break. So if anybody who's playing needs to get a drink, go to the restroom, eat more leftover turkey, or if you at home need to do the same, I guess you could eat leftover turkey, go to the restroom whenever you want, but with impunity. Like you can just like not that you need permission, but I'm giving it to you. Just release yourself. Don't relieve yourself
Yeah.
right where you're at. Unless you're watching on the toilet. But we're going to give ourselves just a little bit of break. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes, so about 6:15. We'll be back right here, continuing to find out what happens on the other side of this door. Zackle, I'm glad. I hope you're still holding it at least until you get to the restroom. But if not, whatever. Like I imagine the most like release an adult human could have, because you're letting go of all responsibility also too, is just to wet yourself in the middle of a private space, at least for the first 2 seconds. That's probably like the most feeling of freedom you have. After that, the ook factor sets in.
Then comes the shame.
But we'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes to continue on.
Okay.
All right, and we're back playing Running Out of Time. Diogo's phenomenal little OSR zine that's live on Kickstarter right now. I'll drop that link in the chat again in just 1 second. But it's part of a trilogy of zines in the cyberpunk future. We're on a train trying to take in a drug to steal some drugs for good reasons only. And so
To turn them into the police.
I'll kick
paying.
I'll kick things back over to Diogo to take us back in.
You're striking a blow to a huge pharmaceutical company that's probably exploiting their workers and things like that.
Using pharmaceuticals too. So take that.
Yeah.
Fighting drugs with drugs.
That's the only way.
Okay, so the door is lead open, and you see this dark, empty room apparently in front of you with some blinking lights in the darkness that you can't see much beyond that.
I want to not look very detailedly at the room at first, really full on bored. I know what this room looks like. I've seen this room 1,000 times. Really have that vibe. So I'll drop the card off. I'll set the card aside super quick. Go in eyes down. Close the door behind me before I turn around and take in the room. I just want to be really. I'm this is very, very boring. This is very routine for me.
Okay.
The energy I want to just exude.
Okay, you do just that, and the door slides shut, and you turn back around. It's complete darkness. You barely can see. You just see this blinking light in the middle of the room.
Okay, I assume I have a phone with a flashlight on it.
Sure.
Okay, then I'll turn on the flashlight.
As you turn on the flashlight, you see this. The room, it's really spacious and it's curvilineous as the train turns and things like that. And it seems almost like the stomach of a giant snake or something. It's all white. There is this glass box in the middle of it. There's coming from this blinking light. But on the side of it, there's 4 robots, skeletons, that as you turn on the light, you can just step up and looks towards you, this red blinking eyes, and they seem maybe scanning you, and right over you hear this mechanical voices, no authorized personnel detected. Please leave the room immediately.
I will turn around and leave the room immediately.
And you press from the inside. There's the Actually, you don't have the card. You left the card outside.
I did.
And you can't open the door.
Turn back around and I say, I am authorized. Run self-diagnostics.
And they just suddenly getting up and walking towards you. You're not on the database of authorized personnel. Please leave the room immediately.
Please open the door for me.
We've got the guys dropped off by this point. Probably.
They start walking towards you and repeating, leave the room. And you see from the side of their hips or something, they a gun points out and they just drop. They draw guns and points towards you.
Okay.
And say 5, 4.
Wait. They're not going to get past
people
4?
are
Are
outside.
they outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Let's focus on them right now.
We'll come back to 3 in a second.
Yeah. So, have we got them to the other side of the train?
Yeah. So Carlo and Bria were getting the corporate guys on the other side of the train, right?
Yep.
You found an empty cabin or something, and you just dropped them there on the beds, or you looking for a window to throw them out of the train.
No, I was thinking the closest chair we find, we're just gonna
I
put
got
him
hand-
in.
I've got
Oh, yeah?
handcuffs. Handcuffs are one of my things. We can handcuff these nerds.
Sure.
Are there? Can I put them down into two? Can we put them down into two seats and then handcuff them like through an armrest so they're like cuffed to it?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take their guns too if they got guns.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
about to do that.
I got
They
you,
have
girl.
like a taser, and each one has like a handgun, like a heavy automatic pistol.
Sweet. Carlo is strapped now.
I'll take one of the tasers because electrical
Yeah.
damage sounds like it might be helpful soon.
Yeah, nice. Okay. I got 3 guns now. Sweet.
I'd take a gun, and also one of my items was an award, so I do have a baseball bat with like some barbed wire on it.
Casual.
Okay.
What is
In a
But it-
backpack, I have a long rucksack.
But it's
Okay.
it's engraved with the game. What game did you win that had the baseball bat with barbed wire around it? What was the name of that game?
That's actually Blue Water's weapon in Alpha Battle Brawlers.
There we
Adventure.
go. There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
So what are you doing?
We're gonna walk back over,
Gonna walk to that door.
and open that door.
Can we distribute guns actually? So like they had 2 guns and 2. Like I've also got a gun.
I took a
AJ
taser.
Did you
Bree-
did
Bree
you
took a gun.
remember? Did you remember at character creation you can choose like a gun each character can?
I
select?
have one. I have
Okay.
I've got a medium ranged pistol. Like I've that was the weapon I chose in
Okay.
character creation. So like I guess I'm taking the 2 guns from the guards and giving them to AJ took one or Bria took one and what's the salesman? What's your name again? Kelsey?
Hide or the
Kira.
or the push.
Kira.
Yeah, and Kira.
I have an electroshock
Oh, I got you
weapon.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Well, then
Yeah.
you're good. I've got 2
Yeah.
guns then.
I just want to see that chaos erupt is really why I'm not taking it.
Can I get one of the guns? I would like a ranged weapon as well.
yeah, you've got one. They had
Okay,
2. I
excellent.
had one.
Yeah,
And
my
I had
Okay.
2 guns.
my character has a laser scalpel because that seemed on theme,
Oh,
and
yes,
I could afford to make it laser. So
yes.
Yes.
I actually put down. I took medium weapon, 1d6 ranged weapon, and I actually did take taser because I wanted to be a non-lethal character. So
Okay.
I do have a taser. Sadly, there are 4 robots.
so all right. So we're gonna make our way back over there
Yeah.
and open the door with the key card.
Okay. You open the door, and as you open the door, you see like 4 robots with the guns drawn and pointing towards Fyodor. And they're like, leave the room. 4, 3, 2.
Tase.
one.
And you open the door, and you see them. This scene. So, what do you do?
Taser.
I was also gonna. Well, if the door opens, I'm gonna. I feel like I'm in the way.
You
Well,
committed.
how wide is
You
the
committed to
door?
leaving. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, and you see like this really dark room, and we were inside Fyodor. You barely could hear anything going outside. So as you open this blast of sounds and music and just flows through the room, and you from the outside it was all bright and colors and just music. You see like this really dark room with just barely the light from the Fyodor like cell phone just illuminating, and you see like these 4 robots that almost look like skeletons of sorts, and really with chromed parts and pointing guns towards Fyodor.
I mean, I think if those guns are out, then like Carlo's gonna do his job.
Yeah.
Like the chaos that Kira alluded to just a moment ago is about to erupt.
Did you
Are they
tell
in
them to
melee
run
range?
self-diagnostics?
There's something wrong
Okay.
with them.
Diagnose this and
Everybody makes a dexterity save. If you pass the save, you act before the robots.
word.
If you don't, they.
Come on,
8
baby.
out of 8.
Come on, baby. Where's the
Okay.
good dice? This is the good dice.
7, I pass.
God damn it! So 11 on a 10.
I don't even think I wonder if Carlo has ever actually shot to kill or if he just
yeah,
if he just shoots to loud. Like it's just as fast and as loud as possible.
That makes
Okay.
sense for him. Like he's been in like on arrest. Everybody's been like, "Yeah, shoot him," and he's like, "Oh, I'm totally doing it. Shooting the criminals, just shooting his gun off wherever."
Okay, whoever passes the dexterity save, you can act.
Well, there's a 17, so that is a no.
Yeah.
Are they in melee range, or do I have to do a ranged attack on them?
You can get to melee. Like you just Fyodor is a little bit in front of you, but you like can pass through him and get to melee one of the robots. They're really close to Fyodor.
All right, I'm gonna get around Peter and hit him with the barbed wire bat. Pop, pop.
Okay. How much damage is that?
D6.
Okay, just roll a d6 then.
That is a 3.
Okay. You just hit the robot there and you see like they're really hard. They're not entirely made of metal, but really hard plastic, and just bash it and you crack a little bit of it, and you see like some wires inside, and some more no authorized personnel commencing elimination.
I got the wires.
Okay, who's next?
I made it. So we if we got it, we roll a d6.
Well, depends on your gun.
It's a taser.
Yeah, that's then d6.
I think I rolled a head. This is a new dice. It is a 6.
Are you trying to focus fire on any of them specifically, or just?
No, it's a taser, and I pointed it at the shiny metal men, and I shot it.
Okay. 6, 4. Let me make a save for them. Okay, you hit one pretty well, and just get like an electroshock, and you see these eyes, like the electric eyes, just explode with sparks and stuff, and just falls to the ground, like having like a shock or something. And the parts just melting, like the wires melting or something, and once falls to the ground.
Oh, I think that was one of ours, referring to console.
Okay, is anyone left? That,
Yeah.
I'm not
made the
before
save?
the.
I made it. I will get around the corner of the door frame and peek around and shoot the other one. There's 2 in front and 2 in back. I'll shoot the one that he hit with the.
Well, one in the front, it's already down because it was.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just shoot the next one
Okay,
with my taser.
taser too.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. And it gets the wires and it started shocking, and the robot just shakes a little bit, but it's still up. So Carlo and Kira are after the robots, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I just really
one of-
was not ready for. I was like, oh, oh dear.
People
Robots.
just
One of
enjoying the
the-
party.
Yeah, so pumped. Famous gamers everywhere. Turtles in time. Not ready for robots.
Like security, huh?
Yeah, doing a great job.
One of the robots just fires towards Fyodor because it was the first there, and it's real bullets, so it's 5 points of damage. It's
So I have 4 hit points. Or
yeah.
so
It's
that
hit
takes away
protection,
1
so,
from hit protection. So that takes 1 from my strength, right?
yeah, unless you have like any kind of armor. Are you using any kind of armor?
I think I didn't know if I was allowed and I
Okay.
didn't ask. I probably would have taken light padding, like the lightest armor if I could.
The reinforced clothes.
Any armor he could
reinforced
tailor into a
clothes.
3-piece suit. That's what he took.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Put mine into the blazer, the padded shoulder pads.
Really
Anyway.
intense shoulder pads.
But I didn't say it in advance, so I'll say I don't have any armor.
The HRC model.
I don't have any armor either.
So that's
Okay.
1 for my strength.
Make a strength save.
Oh, okay. I got an 11 out of 12.
Okay, so you're still up. Like you got shot and start bleeding, and you don't feel very well, but it's still up.
So wait, does my strength go down now because it went over my hit protection?
Yes.
Okay. Or did my strength go down before I rolled?
Before, yeah.
Okay,
before
so
you
I got an
roll.
11 out of 11 then. Is that okay?
Okay,
still?
that's
Okay.
okay still, yeah.
Okay.
And the other one is going to fire at Carlo.
Sure.
Behind. Oh, 6 points of damage. It just fires right towards your chest.
Ouchie. Well, I've got 3 hit points, so
Okay. Make a strength save.
okay. My strength drops first. Is that how
Yes.
that works?
Yeah.
So I've got 12 in strength. So my strength is going to drop down to a 9. So we're at. Yikes. And I want to roll. Well, that's a 17. That's probably not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're injured. Like you fall to the ground. You're unconscious, and
Cool.
you have like an hour or so before somebody can.
But
help you out.
all my guns. Oh.
And the third robot just fires towards. Actually, one of the robots will try to like hit Bria, who is like in melee range. Just you bash at one of them, and one of them's trying to like bash you and push you away.
All right.
And it inflicts 3 points of damage, like bash you with the butt of the gun for 3 points of damage.
All right. I am at 3 hit protection.
Okay. So that's it for them. It's you again. It's you. Would be Carlo and Kira right now, right?
Yes.
Wait, do I get to do anything if I'm
Yeah, no, yeah,
unconscious?
you're-
I'm done.
Aggressively bleed.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yell
guess
louder.
I will go for the closest one to me with my electroshock weapon, which I'm not actually sure what it is.
It's like a shock glove or one of those things
yeah.
that you just.
Dope. Okay.
It's a power glove.
Oh, grab the,
Yeah.
the exposed wires.
Excellent. It is very bulky. That's a 2. Not rolling great tonight.
Okay, well, they just had 2 hit points because it was already battered
Cool.
by Bria. So I have to roll on the scar table here just to see. 2, right?
Yes.
And the robot just shakes a little bit and drops its weapon, but it's still up. Like you see, it's like a kind of malfunctioning, but it's still able to fight, continue to fight. And we circle around again, and it's both it's Bria, Hyde, and Fyodor Stern.
All right, so the one that I hit went down when Kira hit it.
Well, it's not down. It's like got shocked and let its guns fall to the ground, but it's still up.
Okay, it's still up. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the shoulder and then wipe at the head.
Okay.
That's only a 1.
Okay. Let me see if it makes a save. Oh, it's made the save, so
No, I was wrong. This one's definitely not ours.
it gets him bashing on the head, and it thinks it inside some sparks and sees hostilities. You're intruders.
Yeah, dude.
You're not wrong.
Okay, Fyodor.
I reckon I will.
In that moment, the door. Well, someone it's by the door, or did you guys got inside, or
I thought
folks
like
got inside?
I went around the door frame and was like leaning
Oh,
around.
yeah, okay.
So I'm
So
In
people
way
are
of it.
starting to freak out on the outside, right?
sure.
Valid.
I just assumed somebody just thought
Screaming
that one of the shooters was turned up way too high. Like that was
and people from the parts are like, what's happened? They start. Some people are just screaming, and there's still some people that haven't realized what's going on because of
Yeah.
the lights and the music and such. But some people that were close to the door there just start running and trying to create a commotion.
I don't think that I have any way to help Carlo down there. But I will say a small prayer for him
There we
as
go.
I shoot at the next robot skeleton.
Okay.
This is for you, Carlo. 6.
Okay.
Damn.
Split out.
Well, it was of the taser weapon again, or
Yeah,
okay.
that's the only weapon I have.
Yeah, you fire another one, and it just hits on the skeleton, starts shocking it, and the thing just starts shaking and falls to the ground too, and some wires like melting.
He never even got to shoot his guns.
It really is. They're both like an inch out of his hands. He's falling on the right there.
And
But it looks super cool.
it's high,
He's
right?
so sad. You can see just one tear.
yeah. I can help him. That seems like something I should be able to do. But most of my background in medicine, though I do have written down that I washed out of med school and just became a pharmacist instead. I do know if you shoot adrenaline and stimulants into people when they're really hurt, according to video game logic, that just makes them all better.
Yeah,
And
of
so,
course.
and so
That's how it works, yeah.
I'm gonna start preparing a cocktail of adrenaline and stimulants to shoot into Carlos to make him feel better.
It's a
Yeah,
great
sure.
idea.
You probably have something ready on your kit, and
Yeah.
I would say like you can cure him for like 1d6 hit points, and you mark another durability on your
Okay.
med kit, so you have just one left.
If you're med,
I better find another med kit in here. That's
Doesn't have
that's
a-
4. I got 4.
That's 4.
I mean, that takes me up to 1 hit point.
Yeah,
Well,
baby.
Yay.
You get your hit points back. You don't heal your strength, and like you get 4 hit points.
Oh, okay. So my strength is still just garbage now. It's still
Yeah.
a
Like you
9,
still have all
But
the
I'm up to-
damage. You
but I'm
just
up to
Yeah,
4
you have
hit
4
points.
Yeah, for hit protection. Yeah.
By the way,
Oh, robots!
has my bat take any during hits?
No, not that. Apple weapons just take durability damage if you roll like a 20, or use it for some crazy thing that would probably damage it, you know.
Okay.
But just for hitting the robots, they are like kind of hard plastic instead of metal, so the bat is holding out fine.
Yay.
Okay, so we have two of them back. One is engaged with Bria, and it's gonna try to like punch her in the face.
Okay.
4 points of damage.
That'll take me down past, so I have no hit protection and my strength goes down.
Oh hell
Yeah,
no!
you have to make a save.
Oh, a save?
Yeah, it's strength save.
Strength save, which will be a 9 now. I rolled a 5.
Yes.
Huzzah.
Okay, so you're like you take the hits and just bleeds a little bit on the nose, but it's fine. You're still up. And the other one, it's gonna try to shoot. Hide. That's helping the.
But I'm
the
crouched
Carl.
down so much. No, it's fine.
I rolled a 6.
That will damage me.
Jesus,
Oh no.
these robots.
Hey,
The
one of
opposite
the things
stormtroopers.
about like OSR games and games like this, and it says it specifically in the rules repeatedly, like try to avoid combat. And what did we do? Fought robots.
Well, we had to get in the room.
I rolled a 4.
Oh yeah,
Um,
quick, hack all
You
of
made
them
the save.
right
You
now.
rolled a 4 on D20.
do what? Yeah, I rolled a 4 on a
I-
D20. I
Okay,
do
so you
still
made the
lose.
save, right?
Yeah. Even after,
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how much health I lost, but I don't think I lose enough health. That's not a save. That was how much damage? Was that 4 or 5? Or 6?
I did 6.
6. Oh yeah. I still save.
Okay, good. If the damage takes you exactly to 0 hit points, I have to roll on a scar table. So if that happens with anyone, just let me know. Because, you know.
That's a cool
Uh,
mechanic.
It is.
Okay, so the robots acted. They, since they're robots, I don't check for morale or anything because they lost like 2 of them already. Just following their protocol to secure the area. So it's Carlo and Kira.
Right. Okay, so I have shot up from the ground. I have two guns. We have decided to just have a huge firefight on this train. There's a burst function that I remember reading about.
Yes, you have a
Um,
gun with the burst function.
Yeah, I mean, can I just unload both guns?
Can I
at
burst
these robots?
these robots?
Sure.
Yeah.
You mark a durability on each of them, and they both take damage.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna. He just comes up, man. Carlo, was not destined to make it in this cyberpunk reality.
You see, Bria, it's at melee combat with one of them.
Okay.
So if you do that, I will ask Bria for a dexterity save to avoid getting shot too.
Okay.
Here we
Oh
go.
boy. Well, okay.
Well, do you want
I
to do
did
that, or
Really
you
good
want
at
to
bullet
just
hells.
fire at
I
one
w-
of them?
Maybe I'll just like come up and just unload into one of them.
Okay.
Are you
yeah.
sure? I rolled a 3 dexterity.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I'll leave it up to you,
Well,
Jogo, because
yeah,
like,
yeah, okay,
I did say it.
Well, you scream, "Yeah, get out of the way!" And
Yeah.
she just jumps to the ground and
Just yell robots. Yeah.
And hop.
Robots.
Robots! Robots!
So roll the damage for each of them.
Okay, so 2d6. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
That's 2. The accuracy. And a 1.
You're rolling high when
Okay.
you
Well,
you're
one
rolling
of them
low.
was already pretty damaged. Both of them have to make saves, but one is pretty damaged. One of them just hits them in the core secret and kind of just explodes in some sparks and it's down. And the other one is still up. Like you shoot one of the arms and it falls to the ground, but it's still the arm with the gun. It's still up.
Okay.
And now more people have realized what's happening. And
Oh, yeah,
part
probably.
of the video game part is it's basically empty. And someone pushed in like the alarm button. Like
That's not great.
Oh no.
I was always really bad at this level of GoldenEye, man. No.
Okay. It's Bria hides in Fyodor again.
Wait, I didn't go.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Kira, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Sorry,
gonna
sorry.
go up. That's fine. I'm gonna go up to the last one with my electroshock glove and throat punch it. Ooh, 6.
Yay!
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Punch,
A
punch,
competent
punch,
woman
punch,
saves us
punch,
all.
punch.
It had, well, it's made the save. It's really damaged. It's just shaking,
Oh.
and the gun still holding, and you see like some of the wires like melting, oil just getting from the pipes and so from the robot, but it's still up, and it's them. No, it's Fyodor, Hayden, and Bria. You see like the last robot is really falling apart, but it's still operational.
I feel like this is a good opportunity for Fyodor to make some sort of
Can I?
attack and kill with a great, a great line.
I'm pretty pleased.
I'm ready. I just like to walk over it, shoot down at it, and say unauthorized personnel only.
Hopefully you
Okay.
hit.
Just roll damage then.
For -5 damage. I heal.
Okay.
No, 6. I rolled a
It just punched at him and falls to the ground and you shoot him. It's in the head and it's like the circuits just falling off and it shuts down.
Yay!
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Guys, this is the wrong train.
No chemical.
Well, in the middle of the room, there is a.
They're shipping antique robots.
There's like a glass cube in the middle of it, of this dark glass. They were like protecting this of sorts.
Yeah.
And an alarm's already been set off.
Well, I was gonna say,
Yes.
Kira and Bria, can you all do something about that alarm?
I can probably. Can I go find where the alarm is pressed and do some rewiring? See if I can silence it.
Sure.
I was gonna say I can like pitch my product to it. I got nothing.
Do you have like an alarm be gone? Or
Yeah.
like,
My new special product, alarm be off.
It's still in development.
put it next to the alarm that's ringing.
Maybe y'all
Okay.
maybe y'all designed this system.
Well, the alarm is connected through all the ship. You don't see anything. You see there's like alarms, emergency alarms on the walls next to the big dark glass cube. But you probably assume someone from the gamers party pressed it on the other side to activate it.
Nerds.
The train continues to go and it isn't stopping. But
this isn't a stop the train alarm. This is a screaming while moving. You know?
yeah.
Well, if I can't do anything about the alarm, do you know what does a real good job with breaking glass? A baseball bat.
Well, you can try. You can try stop the alarm. I'm just saying where it is. You can go there.
Oh,
and
well then,
stop
yeah,
it
I
if
go
you
try to
wanna
stop the alarm.
Confuse
Okay.
the police. Say they triggered your alarm.
I would like to roll charisma on the alarm. No, I'm crossing some wires, getting it to go off.
Okay,
Me.
you got it out the crate there and start messing with the wires. And it's gonna take a while for you to like figure out like to reroute or anything.
Are we getting the chemicals? Sorry.
I don't know.
There's not
What's the guy
another. Is there another door out of this room? Or is
Yeah,
it just
on the other
one?
side.
The other side.
Yeah.
Do we dare?
What, Carlo? Why don't you go check the other door while we see if these are the drugs?
Yeah, right. And so I like bleed on over to the other door with, I guess, the key card. And
All that
like
good
just like,
DNA.
yeah, all
As
that
you're
good-
going to the other
yeah,
door,
right.
you like to
Leave a nice
As they're
trail
going-
for them.
as you're going to the other door, you feel like the train suddenly stops, like it stops and almost falls to the ground. Like it's like those sudden subway stop, like you shakes a little bit and you catch yourself before falling.
Cool. That's probably a good sign. Yo, all right. So this is what I like. All I want to do is like, if I've got the key card, I just want to open the door and like look out and like close it again. I just want to try and see what's going on
Okay.
the other side.
Shoosh,
As you
shoosh.
Yep.
as you use the card, it like opens and you see like this other like passenger seats and stuff, and you see like people just moving away and running, and you see like all the way in front of the train, like some people like wearing like masks or something, carrying guns, and people just fall walking around, and you see other security guards like shooting at them, and they're shooting back, and you see like that's probably other people are coming for the crates too.
There's another heist happening over there. Okay. All right.
We'll take
Cool.
our heist.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I guess I'm
They're
gonna.
going towards
They're
where
coming
you
towards
are.
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I'm gonna like. I guess I'm gonna turn back over like my shoulder and be like, hey guys, I guess there was some competition. It appears that we have competing heists. We need to get these chemicals to maybe get out of here. And then I'm gonna close the door. I don't know. There's nothing. There's no way to barricade it, is there? Bria, if you
Well,
can get over here.
there's
And,
basically nothing inside this room. It's like a void,
right,
like a studio to film.
Bria,
something,
if you can short circuit these doors,
I'm still working on. Ask them if they want to team up.
that's
No, they're terrible at heist. They didn't even drug any guards.
yeah.
They're all still
Make
physically
a-
intact.
Bria, make a dexterity save for the wires there.
Oh, that's not gonna be it. That's a 14.
Yeah, you're like just mixing up and try, and you manage to like turn it off for a little bit, but all the lights went down on the train. Like the train's completely darkness now. Like, it's like it turns off the alarm and say, "Okay, I turn off the alarm," and all of a sudden, and smoke comes out and everything is dark.
Hey, this alarm isn't gonna be off forever, so let's work on this real quick. Can we get these drugs, please?
So this giant glass case, tell me about it.
Like it's the size about your height, and it's completely sealed, made of glass, and has those outlines of like openings with similar reading cards as you have going from the door.
Excellent. Well, I think we get the card and we swipe it.
It doesn't open.
Can
I get a gun off of a robot?
I got like all the guns, dude.
Oh yeah, can you shoot the glass? She's in defenster. Shoot the glass. No, Die Hard. Nobody. Anyway, shoot. The glass.
Oh no, I'm absolutely with you. I take the gun that I have duct taped to my back off of my back and go like, oh yeah, I mean I can shoot the glass. Is this where we're at?
Shoot the glass.
All right, I shoot the glass.
Okay, shoot the glass, and the glass like shatters, and you see like this green smoke comes out of it, and start coughing.
We
And
are
makes,
competent.
This is how we get chemicals out of here.
Well,
Make a,
how
strength
convenient
roll.
that one of us put gas mask on the list of things that they bought. I'm gonna slide that bad boy on.
Okay, well, I mean, there are guys. I do know that there are gas masks on dudes in the other compartment. The other heist did think to bring gas masks. You know, the competent criminals in the other
Ask
car.
them if they brought extra.
Just open the door. Hey, did you guys bring enough for the whole class, or what's up?
Tell
Oh,
them we'll
man.
share our drugs.
Make a strength save.
Me. Okay.
Everybody that's
Oh,
like
oh,
near the
crap.
cube,
Oh, no.
right?
Oh, come on, man.
Even if we have a
Two.
gas mask that we put on,
God.
Do you have one?
Yes.
I wrote it down on my
Nice.
wrote it down on my character sheet. I don't know if I can plot my character sheet up here. Hold on. I mean, it's just typing, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know if that comes in for the stream.
Well,
so the
if you
stream,
have one-
so the stream can see. I don't know if they can or not. I have
I
gas
rolled a
mask. That didn't work at all.
If you have one, you can put one.
I
You
have
don't
one.
have to. Okay.
I
put
I
one.
do have my standard phone. Is there a gas mask app?
Sure, it projects like a hologram of a
It's
gas
in
mask.
development.
It doesn't do anything, but it looks real cool.
But
It's
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
But it
looks
sells
great.
all of your information.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Just
2
has her
on my.
social security number across the island.
That's the
Okay,
price of the
Bria
app.
rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2. I assume I just pulled my shirt up over my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, and you're holding your breath, and you see like inside there's like 4 small crates, like the size of a large toolbox, you know.
I found the drugs.
I'm gonna grab some drugs.
I will pick up some drugs.
I'll
Well,
also
did,
pick up
did
the drugs.
everybody pass the save or?
No.
I know
No,
Bria did.
absolutely not. I rolled a
I
15 on a
I got
9.
7 on an 8. It was a little
Well,
As I
slow,
grab
but
the
I
drugs,
got it.
I'll say, Carlo,
You're
no!
Not again.
I mean,
Why?
what do I roll so like I guess I shoot the glass and go, oh dang it. Gas!
Theodore passed it too.
Yeah, I passed.
Okay. So
Fair.
Carlo just showed them, just start coughing a little bit of blood and starting to pass out. And as your guys grabbing the chemicals and like the boxes, you see Carlo getting down, and you see like this, the door opens and you see two of the people with the gas masks opening the door with the guns, you know, and like flashlights on the helmets or something, and say, "Man, drop these chemicals. These are ours."
Can I shoot one of their gas masks?
Can you shoot one?
Sure.
Can I break their gas masks with my gun?
Modern problems require modern solutions.
You can try, yeah, of course. You want to make a dexterity save to see who acts first?
I would love to make a dexterity
Yeah.
save. To see
I
who
would
acts
I would
first.
also like to
I
make a
rolled
dexterity
natural
save.
1, so I'd be surprised if they do.
Yeah, yeah. You get a bonus action. You can act 2 times. This.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god.
What if we tie? What happens?
Well, that's like a normal
Okay,
save.
normal
yeah.
success.
All right. So I want to shoot at their gas mask to break them, and see if I can rush them to grab their weapon.
You want to shoot their gas mask and try to grab their weapon?
Yes.
They're like in the other end of the room. You can try that. Okay, make a roll for the damage.
Roll for
If
the
you-
damage.
If you roll the max, if you roll like a 6, you break the gas mask. Otherwise, you just do normal damage.
All right. It's a 3, normal damage.
Okay. And you go there, try to grab the gun for that.
Yeah, I'll try to wrestle their gun from them.
Okay, make a strength save.
That one does not happen. That's
Okay. You try to grab them and you can't get the gun, and just push you away. And they push you to the side. and just hit the wall there, and that's
All
it.
right.
And everybody, does anyone else pass the
I
third
did.
save?
I passed the save.
I tied it. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, I did too.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, you have one more use of your med kit if you
Well-
want to try to use on Carlo again.
I do. So help me just clarify in our theater of the mind. The two guys just came in the room. They throw
Like the room is long, and you guys are in the middle,
right.
and they just came from the other door, different one from where you came from.
Right, and Bria rushed down, shot one of them in the gas mask, and then got tossed into a wall.
Yeah.
And so Bria is clear of these two guys right now, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so another item that I have on my inventory, just straight up, because it was very inexpensive.
You got
Wait.
the grenade?
No, it's because they were not. Is ether? This is a two. This might be what we call a 2-part plan. I know what you're thinking. They have gas masks on. This won't work. That's not my plan. I do want to throw this ether, and so that it breaks in that end of the room.
Wait, so do I still need to make a save on this?
You need to. People need to not get this ether on them because I don't know if you guys know this. Ether is actually a highly flammable substance.
Fun. Fun thing to bring into the room.
Okay.
Good night, you princes of New England. Oh dear.
Well, it's got a lot of uses. It's a very versatile substance,
Sure.
And it's inexpensive in the book, and it matched my character background roughly. And so
Okay.
another reason I also had a gas mask in my inventory.
Would it catch fire as it break on the?
It will
on the
not.
floor?
This is a two. Like I said, this is a 2-part plan.
Okay.
So at first,
you toss it.
it
and-
just
and-
looks like I'm trying to knock these guys out with ether, and they probably think I'm a dumb, and
Yeah.
that's probably how it appears
Okay,
to everyone in the room.
You throw it. It hits right where they are on the floor.
I mean, I would
And
love
it
to
just-
break it on one of them if it looks like what they're wearing is hard.
Sure, one of them has like a cybernetic arm, and then you throw it, and he tries to like defend from it, and it just breaks on it and falls to the ground. And
Excellent.
you're just looking toward each other and not really getting what's going on because they can't really smell it very well from the masks. So
Has anyone hit the button yet that picks us up? Do I have that? Should I have done that? Oh well, I threw ether.
What button?
Don't we have a button so that when we
beacon.
get the
The beacon, yeah.
Oh, the beacon.
Oh yeah, right. I was too busy shooting everything.
Yeah. We'll figure that out in a second. All right, that's my turn.
okay,
Yoda told me to.
who's next? Who is passed the save too?
I passed. I don't know if I'm retching or not though.
Yeah, you passed out on the floor.
Oh,
Well, I
cool.
passed, but I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna protect the drugs, because after that, I
Okay.
don't want to get to that side of the room.
How many crates did I get out so far? How many containers do I have of the drugs?
Well, there were 4.
Yeah,
How
I figured
many
I
did you
could carry
got?
at least. I mean, I figured I'd carry 2 and someone else would carry 2, right?
Okay.
But I
let's
can
say,
carry
let's
2?
say Carlo isn't really passed out, but you can act like with a disadvantage.
Okay. Well then, I think what I'm gonna do is just run away from the gas. Like
Okay.
I'm
know,
also
like
running.
try to I don't know if there's anything I can do to like save myself. I mean, gonna
Well,
look at my shiny police badge and
Yeah,
think,
you're
think about the
feeling
good
really,
time.
really bad, and you're trying your best not to pass out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, basically, that's
Carlo
it. Like, I'm
arrests
just
these
gonna-
guys who broke onto the train.
Yeah, I take out my badge. And I'm like, hey, hey, no, stop it. You're under arrest or whatever.
You violated the law.
Yeah, no unauthorized personnel allowed in this room.
Okay. So Fiona has the 2 crates.
And I run away.
You're running to the other side.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have 2 of the crates, and I'm getting the fuck out of the room. What the fuck am I gonna do? Sorry, I'm swearing too much. What am I gonna do? Nothing. That's what.
Well,
I'm gonna leave.
The door on the side you came, it's closed. You don't have the card. The card is with someone
I've
else.
got it.
I'm also helping Carlo to the door.
That makes sense. That tracks pretty good.
Obviously.
Okay.
Can I open the door as we're
Sure.
limping? I mean, I'd be limping away from
Yeah.
the guns, away from everything. Carlo has not had
From
the
this
day he thought
from
he was
this
gonna have.
round, you get to the
Carlo,
door and you
part of our
manage to
team.
open it. But you both of you didn't manage to get out of the room yet. But you get to the back of the room and open the doors. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Okay. And Kira is just protecting the.
Well, at this point,
Drugs?
it would be silly if I didn't also grab some drugs and
Okay,
also
yeah.
try to leave the room.
Okay. And did Bria pass the
it's the
save?
title of my autobiography. Weirdly enough.
Or not?
The-
Oh yeah, you went there and punched it
Yeah.
and got to the wall. So it's them now. Both of them are up, and one of them is gonna try to shoot Bria.
oh God. Oh no.
6.
So this is gonna start taking from my strength now. Now that I'm at
Yeah.
hit points, right? All right. So that's gonna take me down to.
Which, out of curiosity, which one shot and what kind of weapon did they shoot?
It's kind of. It's like a taser weapon, you know.
Yeah. So I'm at 3 strength now.
Was it the one who the
Oh.
was it the one who the ether broke on, or was it the other one?
The other one.
Okay.
Well, the damage from the teaser actually takes from your dexterity instead of the strength.
Oh, it'll take from my dexterity.
Yeah, but you need to make a save from dexterity this time
Okay.
for not like to lose movement or something just falls limp, you know.
I rolled a 2 on dexterity.
Sorry.
I rolled a 2 on dexterity save.
Okay. So it's the other guy is gonna try to shoot you that shot the glass of ether
The ether.
hide. Yeah, the ether.
I'm gonna yell, "Don't! You'll hit the drugs!"
It rolled a 5.
I mean, that's gonna hit me.
Does that ignites the fire or don't?
If it's a normal gun and he's soaked in ether, I mean that's a your call. I would think yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll roll like a luck die here to see. And you're really lucky. Like if I roll 1, it's the worst case for you. I rolled 6, it's the best. So yeah, it ignites fire. He fired at you, but it's on flames right now. So then just screaming and just falling to the ground and on the other side. And you guys, you bought yourself some time, for at least for them till they can try to put out the fire or something.
Bless you.
Sorry, I'm allergic to fire.
It's an impressive online technique, getting the mute button just in time for the sneeze. So,
Okay. So they both of them are like catching on fire and just screaming, what the hell? Get them! And just falls to the ground and rolling, trying to put the fire away. What are you doing?
now I'm limping over to try to grab Bria.
Carlo to safety.
By the way, did you pass the save after the shot?
I did not pass the save after the shot, and I have 1 strength left.
Yeah, so you're unconscious on the ground.
Oh, well then I'm unconscious on the ground.
All right. Well, I'm not unconscious, so I will run, pick up Hyde, and try to take him out with the
Okay.
rest of us.
Okay.
You know what? I'm through the door.
You can do that. You have some time. Like you run fast and just pull him over, right? And Carlo, you are most passing out. Like you have like
Oh yeah,
2
no,
minutes before
I don't feel
pass
at
out.
all good. Yeah.
Who's got the beacon?
Yeah, who's got the beacon?
I think
We're off
Hyde
the
has
list.
it, so I think I'm pushing it as I'm taking him.
We're
Okay.
stopped too. We
You
don't
get
even
on
know.
the other side and start pushing it, and you see like as some more of the other crew just getting there and see them catching on fire, and you see them escaping, and you see two more guys just wearing like overalls, no, not overalls, like coats, like long coats,
Lab coats?
almost like lab.
Or like
a
science
trench
coat,
coat.
or like street coat.
Yes, trench coat.
Trench coat.
Okay.
Sorry, sometimes I forget the names of the clothes
Yeah.
in English. Yeah, and just look up their companions on the ground, like with their face melted or something, like their skin all burned, and they just comes towards them. They grab their guns. One of them has a shotgun, but as you press the button, you hear like a flying car. Just you see from the windows a flying car just parked outside the train, and the guy that rode the train to you there with the neon glasses and like short stubby and like the beard, and just looks towards you and signals you for you to get out.
We do
Get
that.
Yeah. I vomit
Okay,
and then
he
fall into
gets-
the car.
Throw me.
as close as it can get to the door, and just throw Hyde there and Carlos, and you drop in, and the two guys from the trench coats get to the door and start firing towards you, but you speed away and manage to escape with barely your skin's intact, and
Flawless.
yeah.
Flawless victory.
I don't know. Kira looks around at everyone who's like super hurt and is like, I feel great.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
And that's basically it. It's like I planned a really short
Awesome.
haste kind of session.
Train heists are the
that
best.
Could go a
Amazing.
lot of different ways.
Let's
Actually-
whip around real quick for some post credit scenes, and then we'll talk a little bit about the game also. But let's start with JM. Tell us about Fiotor. What flash forward weeks, months, days. You've got your portion of the heist money. What do we see Fiotor at? What's the next thing they're up to?
Yeah, you basically, since it's like around a year of money, then you get a year of time. So each of you gets around 2.5 months or something.
Oh, nice.
So what's Fiotor doing with that time?
Fyodor's probably getting probably working on getting security cameras, or not security cameras, body cams into areas of corporations that they don't want people to see, and making it very public how bad situations are and how inhumane they are.
Awesome. Kelsey, what do we see? Kira doing with all her time?
Probably just figuring out how to sneak more stuff through to places with the console TM and working with other in development products.
What about Bria, AJ?
I finally went through the proper legal channels and I'm entering a tag team competition of ABBA with Virex.
Alex, where do we see Carlo doing with his share of the money?
Okay, Carlo goes and gets another sweet neon dragon tattoo first off. Yes, every time he survives a mission, he feels like he needs to do that. And then
So
I
many
think
dragons.
yeah, just all the dragons. Like it's like he's thinking like maybe that'll be his like calling card in this scene.
Veritable dragon
dragon.
orgy on your body.
Yeah, just horrible intertwined glowing lizard pit on my chest. But yeah, no, I think I mean poor Carlo. Just this tagging along, working, hoping for the next job.
I think based on your new neon dragon tattoo, we see Hyde start putting out some neon futuristic laser hologram business cards that have a very bland services for hire generic thing so that we can have more crazy hijinks in the future, but also taking you to the also in between shots of that, taking you to the practice range a whole lot. Like
yeah, for sure. I
whole lot.
definitely get some target practice and just like so many push-ups. Like he thought he was stronger than he was.
Thank you all so much for playing. I'd love to whip around, have everybody just kind of say who they are one more time, and then we're just any thoughts you have about the game, about the system. I know this is everyone's first time playing. This is live on Kickstarter right now. We'll drop that in just a second, and then I'm going to share. I've already backed this game, but I'll share a little bit about my thoughts from the Kickstarter page also to give everybody a chance to see it. But I'll just kind of toss it out. Any order you want to go in, or we can just whip around again in the same order. Anybody have any thoughts on the game and want to tell us where to find you? AJ.
I'll go. Okay. I really like this game. It's really fun. I like the idea of time currency, and I'm really into the mechanic of like going for lower rather than higher. Like that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen that done with any other systems, and if there is a system like that, I want to see it. But I had a lot of fun playing with this. I'm AJ Generos. You can find me on Twitter at AJ_Generos. That's GANAROS. Go ahead and look for my Christmas Tide Ohio podcast I do with Diana Lorraine and Kate Harlow. We just put out a new episode that IG one shot. And the Connecticut Game Force Giving Tuesday is coming up on December 1st. So if you're looking for an organization to donate to, if you have the money, very appreciate it.
Awesome. Alex, hit us up.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I mean, I think clearly the like, I think if we played as in a campaign form, you'd get more into like cerebral maneuvers with your group, which would be a lot of fun to do. I think I'm sort of glad that like, I mean, there was clearly a time where it was like, we got to kick open the store and start shooting stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because we're showcasing combat, but like, wow, that's deadly fast. And that's an interesting mechanic to like have. I think I was just so used to D&D, like you can just, if you want to, you can just get annoyed and just, you know, start murdering orcs or whatever. And it's nice to sort of like, you've really gotta I think Tony said earlier, to make a lot of small choices. That's cool. And I'd like to, I think we were sort of doing that, and then we started drugging people. So what are you gonna do? But I'm R. Alex Murray all over the internet. I've got a bunch of podcasts, but I'll plug the Child's Play with a Z. It's the premier Kids Bop review podcast.
So good.
We're having a lot of fun. It's insane. We're listening to Kids Bop, so you don't have to. And re-recording our own versions of songs. Our Kids Bop friendly version of WAP is making its way around the internet, but that's me.
Awesome.
Thanks. This was great. Thanks, everybody.
JM, tell us about you.
I'm trying to figure out what the child friendly version of WAP is. The state.
You can find out. Wonder no more.
Hi, I'm still JM Spec, JMASPECHT at TWITTER.com. I stream for Devolver, do a Devolver Forecast podcast, and yeah, really cool game. I enjoy the Cyberpunk, very simple, quick system so that it can be very narrative based. Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. Kelsey, tell us what your thoughts were.
Yeah, this was actually my first time playing something with more simplified rules. I didn't get into like tabletop RPGs. Like I've been into it for like less than 2 years. So and especially someone who really likes narrative focus with like high tension combat, this was like perfect. So super stoked about it. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. I think Instagram is at an infinity of wishes. That is our podcast one. And Twitter, I think you can still search that and find us, but it's at Omniaperia, OMNIAPEIRIA. So yeah.
Sweet. So Diego, tell us a little bit about the inspiration for this game while I pull up the Kickstarter page and switch that up onto the screen. Was this a system that you had pulled this? Was this a hack of another system?
Well, the history of this trilogy of games was back in July. Christopher McDonald from the Into the Odd and Electric Bastion Land, which are like great games. That's where the base of the system was taken off, promoted like a Bastion Jam on Itch.io, and I created the Dead Are Coming, which is like a zombie apocalypse using basically the same system. And a friend of mine just dared me to make, why don't you make like 3 games, like a trilogy of games with this narrative minimalist OSR system? And I said, challenge accepted. And I wanted to do like a space horror game and a cyberpunk game for a while. I really wanted to explore this anti-capitalist thematic of run of time, that's like life is cheap, you only get time to live if you work, if you do your job, and you get to live a little bit more, and people just try to live day by day, like get hours, try to live more. And inspired by that movie In Time, that it's played by one of the guys from
Justin
the
Timberlake, I think, is one of the
90s.
main guys in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I
Yeah.
always forget. I'm one of the guys from the 90s boy bands.
Yeah.
It's Justin Timberlake. And I really liked that movie, and I really thought, why hasn't any game explored this before? Because I thought that idea was great. Like, he was just struggling to get time and to give time to his mother and people that he cared about. And that's one of the ways you get your character better, like for you to like gain experience points in this game, is when you share time with others, when you use your time you got to do some good. That's how you improve your character in the game. So
Yeah.
there is this mechanic to, it's kind of like it's silly to say, but it's kind of a socialist game. You take money from the rich and he distributes it to those in need. So
Yeah. Well, I love it because I think for anybody, I don't know about everybody on this stream, but if you live or work in something that is near the gig economy, or if you aren't part of a generation that maybe systematically destroyed the world's economy and most of the environment and left other people to pick up the mess, then you might understand what it's like to be like, I have enough money in my bank account to survive the next 2 weeks or the next month or the next 3 months. And you might actually think about money and time as a fairly synonymous tool for survival. So I actually love how some of those themes speak. That's why I asked the weird question I asked at the beginning. I love everything Diogo does. I follow a lot of it. I've got over my shoulder here that you can't see because they're all fuzzed out. I've got his urban fantasy book behind me, his Lost in the Fantasy World campaign that I backed earlier this year. He has a phenomenal solar punk and another sword and sorcery game out that I have also too, that are just really, really great systems. If you like that old school feel of the kind of classic role playing, but like to see it opened up to more of a narrative reality where you can make roles, but making intelligent character decisions matter. I think a lot of the stuff that Diego puts together amazingly does that. And I also will say this: it's on the Kickstarter page. He's got some mock-ups on there. Let me pull one of them up. But the way that he does the way his design and the information is laid out in a book are super satisfying. Like, I'm not somebody who historically has been like, oh, give me a lot of tables in a book, but the way that Diogo pulls tables together in a way that small little things that your character can add, or that creates a tool for the GM that you can build the world around. The way he packs the information in those tables is smart, and every single roll feels like a win. Even making characters in the system, there's a lot of just rolling that happens, which, so for somebody who wants to say, hey, I want to craft this huge backstory. Well, in an OSR system where your character might die in the first run out, spending a lot of time writing 2 pages of backstory can really hamstring you. You're saying, hey, we're going to roll up 4 things real quick. They're going to give you a highly defined character, and then you can just play. And if that character dies, you're gonna discover who they are and play. And if they die, you're gonna roll up another new amazing character. I think is great. I haven't played Cyberpunk in so long, so I was really excited to play this one in particular, and love the way he kind of reskinned each one. So if you haven't checked it out yet, on Kickstarter. Links there. If you're watching on YouTube later, links down in the comments for this also too. And we'll have a 6-minute or so review coming up next week with our thoughts on this game and the playthrough and a bunch of other stuff too. So Diego, any other things that you want to tell people about the Kickstarter before we log off?
Well, the Kickstarter is going to fund. The games are all ready to play. You know, they're the PDFs are ready. They have been edited, laid out. It's ready to go. So there's no risk like you backing and waiting like 3 years until it's finished. It's finished. It's done. We're basically getting the money to make a nice print run and mixing a full color zine, like thick covers with like a matte coating on it, like a really nice, well printed zines. And you can get one of them, 2 of them, or 3 of them on the Kickstarter page. So you can go all out and get all of 3 and save on shipping, or get 1, 2, or 3 of them. All of the games have really minimalist system that focus on creativity of the players, how they tackle the situations. So like in the adventure, like this last crew that got there, the only thing that was almost non-negotiable were the droids, like the robots, because they have like a protocol. But like the second crew could be negotiated, and it was really in there about also to see what you guys were up to, because this crew, the idea was they were trying to get the chemicals that the chemicals were actually like a medicine to treat a disease. So they were stealing this to help people. So it would be like a moral choice for you. Would you help people or you get your money? But we didn't get to
I'm
that
glad
part,
we
but it
avoided
was
that
like
moral
idea,
quandary.
Morals in this group? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost
but
left
it's-
Carlo behind. So
Yeah, the system was really
Shut the
to
door.
promote that. And the game comes with, as Tony said, a lot of tables, but there aren't tables for you to use during the game to see results of rooms. There are tables to use as a toolkit to inspire you to create things. So you can generate jobs from rolling D20. You can like generate a job for example, Selena, who is a street artist, needs their computer back, and the complication is that she has a dark secret. So you can use this to inspire like jobs or something, and tables to generate something that's going on in the city. Like for example, the power generators in the district are being overloaded and can explode at any time. So you roll on a bunch of tables and get ideas for you to run a game. So it's really something that you can play almost with no prep. Just roll some dice, get some ideas, and see how you work that with the group of players.
And at the same time, if you're just the kind of GM who's like, when people are like, what's the name of that character? You're like, Goblin Mick NPC face. Like, you can roll on these tables to have an answer to that question. So it's a huge thing. But anyway, I love Diego's systems. I love the work he does. I was super excited when he agreed to play with us. He was super nervous. I also thought it was amazing when he, in the middle of the stream, was like, oh, I'm sorry, I sometimes forget the words. And I'm like, oh, well, you know 2 languages. I don't. And so,
I'm barely
French code's
comprehending
pretty essential to speaking English.
Yeah, yeah. I think
He's gonna
so,
work
because
on that.
French
So,
codes are cool. Yeah.
but please follow his work. He does a lot of other great stuff. He's also a phenomenal artist who does work for a lot of other people's zines, including the one we're actually going to be playing tomorrow from 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. He's doing a soft cover for Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland. If you like OSR systems with high lethality, but you want Demon Lords and 1980s heavy metal vibes, come back tomorrow from 2 to 6. We're going to play that with the creator of that system, Brian Shutter. My name is Tony Vicinda from Plus One Exp, where we basically multi-class in in beard and skincare alchemy, game design, and then the Bardic College of Content Creation. We'd love to have you drop us a line at Plus One Exp. If there's a system that you're interested that you would love to see us play, maybe it's a new system, one you've heard about, but you actually don't want to invest the time into learning it, we would love to be in touch with the GM or the designer of that game and see if they'll run it for us so that you can watch and learn how to play along with us. So with that said, thanks everybody so much for joining us. And if everybody will stick around on the stream just 1 second, but for all you guys watching at home, thank you guys so much. Everybody wave at the screen.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Wave at the
Bye.
screen.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
While I figure out what to do. I don't know. Title slide.